中島さんは今何をおっしゃいと言いますか。あなた遅いです。
I'm not ever gonna give it up.
So recently I took a trip to Australia, and I had gone into the Taronga Zoo in Sydney, Australia to search for the famous tree kangaroo, the famous tree kangaroo that lives there. I had never seen a kangaroo that could climb trees, or could even imagine how they could get those long tails and those long legs or long feet into a tree. So it would have been interesting to see. I had not realized at the time that this kangaroo had actually given birth and had taken the baby and put it in its pouch. And on the day that I went to visit, the keeper of that particular area of the zoo had told me that the baby Joey had stuck its head outside the pouch for the first time. But I couldn't find it. I couldn't see the kangaroo anywhere. Apparently there was some type of enclosure maybe where it could go for privacy. So I came back the next day before I had to leave Sydney for another region. And the zookeeper for that area had said that the Joey, you could see the Joey if you go to a certain area. On the top part of the zoo you could look down into the trees and bushes, and you should be able to see the kangaroo with the Joey sticking out of her pouch. So I went to that area, and sure enough I had a complete view of the entire enclosure. And I examined the trees and I examined the bushes, and I did not see this tree kangaroo anywhere, let alone the Joey. So the zoo closed in about maybe 5 minutes and I had to leave. So disappointed, I left Sydney without the pictures I wanted, without seeing this kangaroo. And when I got back to Canada, where I'm presently staying, I got off the bus from the airport. It's a torrential downpour. It was like 1:30 in the morning. It was night. It was just a torrential downpour, and I was walking across the city carrying my backpack and luggage and just a bag, and making my way towards the apartment. And as I approached the newspaper box where you can get free newspaper, I looked inside and I decided, well, I'm going to grab one newspaper out of here, because I'd missed the paper for weeks. And so I opened up the box, and it was completely empty. But people had forgotten that they put a newspaper inside the door of the box, the window door of the box, so that people could see what's being displayed that time. So I reached in. It was all foggy. I couldn't see the cover. And I reached in, I pulled out the newspaper, and on the cover of this newspaper, there was a picture. I don't know if you can see it because of the light, but there was a picture of a kangaroo, a red kangaroo. And I said, freaking coincidence or what? And so the next day I go to work, and I'm watching the news, and sure enough, there on the news report was a picture of the Joey hanging out of the pouch of the very kangaroo that I had gone to Australia's Taronga Zoo to see, and there it was. But it took for me to get pictures of this kangaroo, this tree kangaroo's baby hanging out of its pouch. I had to actually leave Sydney and go back to Canada. And that's my amazing kangaroo story.